One day I thought, what if RoboCop Rogue City had a gritty and punchy soundtrack? I tried to make one and today I'm going to show it to you. I'm Rewrote, a bedroom composer, and this is my first video. In this format, I take a game, share my thoughts on it, create a soundtrack inspired by it, and show how it fits the game. And today we are driving into RoboCop Rogue City. But first, let's discuss the game itself. RoboCop Rogue City is a first-person shooter based on the classic 80s movie franchise, and honestly the vibe is what hooked me right away. The atmosphere is just awesome. You've got this neon-lit dystopian Detroit with shady alleys crawling with criminals, abandoned factories turned into gang hideouts, and spotless corporate offices towering over the chaos. It really feels like you've stepped into some 80s sci-fi cyberpunk action movie, and that nostalgic feeling hits you hard, but in a good way. The story takes a lot from the original films, so if you're a fan, you'll feel right at home. The main plot has enough twists to keep you hooked, and even the side quests, though simple, feel meaningful and sometimes non-linear.
It's not one of us. It doesn't even have a badge.
The characters feel alive too, as well as Robo himself. One thing I liked a lot was Robo's conversation with the police station psychologist. It gives you a glimpse on the human side, and this human side is very important for the plot. Overall, the story is good, from my point of view.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention.
Gameplay-wise, it's simple but super satisfying. RoboCop feels like a tank, slow but powerful. There is some kind of a Doomslayer vibe in there. Weapons are chunky, loud, and impactful, enemies go flying when you throw them, and smashing through rooms feels so good. There is also a simple leveling system. You can upgrade Robo, his detective skills, and unlock abilities like Dash, which makes him even deadlier. Overall, it nails this power fantasy of being this unstoppable cyber justice machine. The only thing that felt off for me was the soundtrack. I mean, it's not bad, but I wanted something heavier, punchier, grittier, like the music that would make you feel like a machine marching through dystopia, smashing all the enemies on its way. So I decided to make my own. And now let's dive into my music project and see how I managed to reimagine this RoboCop Rogue City soundtrack. So here's my project, and as you can see, it's quite simple in terms of the form. So we have the intro, the main part, the part where the melody comes in, the bridge, and the drop. So it's pretty simple, nothing too complicated in it. And my general idea was to aim for that 80s synthwave sound, but to give some modern touch to it. And so let's take a look at each of the section and maybe highlight some stuff so you could grasp the general concept and the idea I had. So it all starts with the movement, with the synth that gives some movement, just to to define the whole, let's say, mood of the track. And here is how it sounds. So it gives like the initial movement. You understand the rhythm a little. So the next one in line is the movement synth that actually defines the groove, and here is how it sounds. I'm gonna solo it for you so you can take a look. So you can hear this kind of robotic nature of the sound, just to kind of highlight this this robotic nature of RoboCop himself. So as for the drums, I decided to go for this 4 on the floor pattern with this kind of distorted sound, and to show this nature and to highlight this RoboCop's nature and the way he walks straight, very rhythmically as a robot, how he's like very heavy and heavy walking, right? So this is actually how it sounds. I mean, the whole drum section. I'm gonna solo it for you so you could hear it. So yeah, this is the 4 on the floor pattern. And yeah, about the sound design. So you can hear that the kick and the snare have some actually kind of retro vibes in it, but yeah, let's hear it. So the kick has this retro vibe, right? I mean, all this reverb sounds like it's something kind of a retro stuff, right? So when the snare is actually blending of some modern stuff with some retro stuff as well. Let's hear it. So as you can hear, it has some low end in it, which was kind of typical for the snares that we had back in 80s. And just to show it all together, so sounds like this. Yeah, so this is how it goes. And for the bass, quite simple, so it's just the sub. Let's hear it. So it's basically the sub bass that reflects the harmony, and just to add some movement to it, I just sidechained it from the kick. That's it. So maybe it's time to hear the main section a little bit, just to have the general idea, right? So let's hear it. So see, I tried to capture this RoboCop's vibe. I mean, the way he walks, the way he behaves himself. It's kind of rhythmical, robotic, and yet very heavy. And yeah, this is like my try to catch it, to catch the vibe, right? And yeah, so next, I guess it's worth talking about the melody. And the melody is, of course, inspired by this 80s vibes again, because it's kind of arpeggiatic, if I can say so. So it just basically an arpeggio that is quite also typical for the synthwave. And but I tried to make it a little bit modern. So let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, so this is how it goes. And so just to give you a little look on the melody part, let's hear how it sounds all together. Yeah, so basically this is the melody section. And then we have the bridge, which is also quite simple. So it's just to release the tension, just to give a listener a little rest, let's say. So let's hear how it sounds. So yeah, basically this is the bridge, and then comes the drop. But I'm not going to show it to you because I want you to watch the clip I made to show you how this soundtrack stuff fits with actual gameplay. So yeah, to hear the drop, you gotta watch the clip, and please watch it for me. It's my first video, so please support me with this. Maybe a couple of words about mixing. So what about the mixing decision? For those of you who are a little bit more technical, maybe you'll be interested in how I managed this part. So basically, for this, I decided to go simple, and I just took the SSL 4000G channel rack. So it's like basically the emulation of the SSL 4000G console. Each and every track in this project is backed by this SSL channel, and all the manipulations are done here, basically. So I filter things here, EQ, and I also compress everything using this same channel. So yeah, very simple. This is how it goes for the project, and I hope it was interesting. And since this is my first try, let me know if you want me to go deeper and to tell you more about the process. Maybe you want to see in the next videos how I create this whole thing from scratch, from the arrangement to the mixing and mastering. And yeah, if you like it, I would be happy to show you more. But now I just didn't want to, make this video too long, since it's the first one and I just want to try the concept. So yeah, this is it. Now, before we watch the clip, I'd like to say a couple of words about my today's sponsor, which is my Patreon. For just $5 a month, you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content, which is first, exclusive videos. You'll also get to vote on the next game I review and make a custom soundtrack for. Plus, I'll share tutorials and my full in-depth music creation process, so you can see exactly how these tracks come to life. Your support will really help me to spend more time making music and game-inspired soundtracks. So if you'd like to be a part of my journey and you want to support me, I'll be really grateful and appreciate if you do. So thank you very much. Now, let's go watch the clip.